One of those days. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've got one heck of a video today, not because of anything crazy that happened inside of it, because today is going to be mainly just us sitting here talking about things that are going on, but the reason why is because the things that are going on right now are massive. Now keep in mind, today is February 8th, and last year for Valentine's Day, February 8th is either when the update was announced or started. So today was a big day. We were all waiting for an announcement for the Valentine's Day event, and that is exactly what we got, and it was a big one, a very, very big one. We're having a lot of awesome new cool Pokemon coming to Pokemon Go for this event, and we do have some other perks as well. And there was one other thing that happened, one big thing that happened yesterday. Niantic spoke about the EX raid system. So today we're gonna sit down, literally just sit here, right here, and talk about all this news that's coming out, my opinion on all of it. And then tomorrow we will have an awesome video, and then I will probably skip a video the next day because I have to record. It's weird. And also the Valentine's update for Fortnite Battle Royale is here, and I'll be streaming that on my second channel. So freaking check in on all this content because it's happening. All right, let's talk about the EX raids first. And then, you know what? No. Big news first. Big news first. Valentine's Day update, and then EX raids. This morning around 8 o'clock my time, when I was unfortunately still asleep, Pokemon Go tweeted, "Trainers, scan the skies and the world around you. More Pokemon originally discovered from the Hoenn region are coming soon to Pokemon Go Discovered." Was not a part of that sentence, but I put it in there, and then they have this awesome picture right here of, we got Pelipper, we've got Chimecho, right? Beldum, we've got Bagon, we've got the one, the only Salamence. This is like the one Pokemon that I wanted out of Pokemon Go, and he is coming with this next update. We also have Pokemon Tropius and these two ones. I've yet to freshen up on my Gen 3. Swablu, I knew that one. And Tailo, come on, that was in the freaking animated series. Also, there's a Pelipper up here too, which I'm excited for. This is gonna be an awesome wave, and I cannot freaking wait to get these guys. Now, there was one thing that was mentioned in the article. They also did link an article. Discover Rayquaza and more Pokemon originally from the Hoenn region, and that confirms that Rayquaza is the brand new next legendary raid boss in Pokemon Go. I hope I'm saying, I used to say Rayquaza, and then people were like, it's Rayquaza, and I like Rayquaza way better than Rayquaza, but Rayquaza, Fugacha, Fugazi, that's gonna be the next legendary come to Pokemon Go, and it does have information in here as to exactly when, which we're going to read now. I just want to say this wave is gonna be absolutely fantastic because we've Rayquaza, we've got Metagross, Salamence, Tropius, like just this picture alone. There's a ridiculous amount of awesome rare Pokemon that we're gonna get, and that's just a little bit of them. Well, I guess that's the big parts of the little bit, but still. Trainers, prepare for exciting new adventures as you encounter even more Pokemon originally discovered in the Hoenn region on February 9th. That is tomorrow. That is tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I scared myself. That was today. That is tomorrow. All these Pokemon drop alongside several flying type and dragon type Pokemon appearing in Pokemon Go for the first time. The legendary Pokemon Rayquaza will ascend from the ozone layer and become available in raid battles for a limited time. Basically meaning, go and catch it. In celebration, Pokemon originally discovered in the Hoenn region will take over wild encounters until February 13th. Don't miss the unique opportunity to catch powerful Pokemon such as Salamence, Altaria, Metagross, and more. Wait a minute! I think they just said something that I've been wanting to hear since the release of the first wave of Generation 3. These Pokemon, I think, from what I've read here, should be in the wild. Yes! If you guys didn't know, this channel is based off of entirely rare spawns. All my most popular videos are rare spawns or like rare evolutions that I got from rare spawns, the candies that I got from rare spawns. This channel is based off of rare spawns in Pokemon Go, and we have been completely stripped of them in Generation 3. If you guys haven't noticed, there's no big Generation 3 Pokemon spawning because they have restricted Generation 3 large spawns so that people didn't complete the Pokedex too fast, which makes sense, but it kind of sucks at the same time, but it makes sense. But now I think they're lifting that until February 13th, and I'm not sure if it's only for this wave or for all of Generation 3, but either way, we will be definitely hunting down, hopefully, some insanely rare Pokemon during this event, like Salamence, like Altaria, like Metagross, which are the most rare, most beast Pokemon in Pokemon Go right now. Maybe not most beasts, but like, they're up there. And we might have a chance to catch them in the wild, which is fantastic. We might not even have to farm our way to our first Salamence. We might be able to catch that day one. That is huge. That is exciting, guys. Okay, that was like the biggest piece of this update that I was interested in. Obviously, the initial release of all these new Pokemon is exciting, but the fact that we can find them in the freaking wild is lit. Obviously, we can't find legendaries in the wild, so that's whatever, but either way, that's humongous news. Let's keep reading. Legendary Pokemon Rayquaza will be appearing in raid battles and gyms near you until March 16th. Wow, so Rayquaza's sticking around for a long time. You'll also have a chance to battle the legendary water-type Pokemon Kyogre before it swims away on February 14th, which is next week, Valentine's Day. Will you be the first to catch all 3 ancient legendary Pokemon originally discovered in the Hoenn region? Yes. Even more surprises await nearby, in addition to these Pokemon being available in the wild, which confirms that you might see some different Pokemon in raid battles at your nearby gym and from hatched eggs. We're gonna have new raid bosses, we're gonna have new eggs, I'm gonna have so much content to make videos on over the weekend. I literally should not take a break. And Fortnite got an update, and I'm really doing good on Fortnite on the second channel. Yesterday I sat around and did nothing because I was just in a bad mood. Today and for the rest of this week, I'm going to sleep about 4 hours a night and grind the heck out of all of this content. With all these Pokemon to catch and power up, it's important to stock up on supplies. As always, starting February 9th, new special boxes, which will include raid passes, incubators, star pieces, will be available in the in-game store until February 23rd. In addition, lure modules will remain active for 6 hours until February 23rd. And in my opinion, that is the best thing they can ever do as an update, or like for an update, is those 6-hour lure times. And that's only because that gets people out for a long time. It keeps lures going, keeps Pokemon spawning. That's my favorite freaking thing about this update, along with Pokemon spawning in the wild. Niantic, I love you! These items will be perfect aids for in your Pokemon Go adventure. Get out there and make progress on completing your Pokedex as you're outside exploring the world. Be sure to share your favorite AR photos and best catches using hashtag Pokemon Go on your preferred social media channel, the Pokemon Go team. What a freaking announcement! I'm gonna like catch my breath. Whew. This is it, guys. This is the holy grail of the Generation 3 update. We are getting all of the main beast Pokemon, and I think this is the last wave, although there's still like Huntail, Gorbis, like all those guys that aren't out in the game yet and might not come out with this wave, so there might be another wave of Generation 3 Pokemon that they're gonna hold on to, which I don't care. You keep those Pokemon because we got these beasts. We've got this insane wave officially announced, which again is like the Flying Dragon types. We also got Rayquaza coming to Pokemon Go, which is gonna be massive, the next legendary raid boss, and Rayquaza is like freaking, like that's like one of the most popular legendaries in Pokemon, so that's gonna be an insane one to have in the game finally, and I'm sure it's gonna look wild. Speaking of in the wild, these Pokemon from Generation 3, this wave, will be able to be discovered in the wild, which means awesome rare spawns, awesome rare spawn videos, and some bangers coming out over the next 7 to 14 to 23, who knows how many days we're gonna keep this up for, but I'm gonna grind this out as much as I can, but that's freaking exciting. Also, alongside all this new stuff, we're getting new raid bosses and new eggs, which is fantastic, so we will be covering individually on the channel, and as always, we do have new special boxes coming to the store, which I know everyone's like, money grab, but like, it's a good deal, right? Like, I know that they're still making money off of it, but it's a good deal. Wow, what an announcement. Tell me, let me know in the comments, go in the comment section right now, how are you guys feeling about this update? What are your thoughts, and what is the first Pokemon from this new wave that you guys would like to catch? Let me know down below. Personally, obviously for me, Salamence is gonna be the goal here, but who knows if we're gonna catch him, but I will be grinding Santa Monica for all it's worth for this update, and I cannot freaking wait. Oh yeah, well, that was the big news right there, and obviously there's more news to talk about because Pokemon Go they spilled about the EX Raid system. Yesterday, Pokemon Go tweeted an update on EX Raid Battle invitations with the link to an article, a very, very lengthy article, actually. This is like an essay right here, which I'm good with. I talk as much as you want, Niantic, but they're finally giving us an update on the EX Raid system because there's been a lot of confusion and a lot of people are like, what the heck's happening? Trainers, with the latest batch of EX Raid Battle invites, we implemented a few changes to improve trainer and gym selection. Unfortunately, a bug was introduced when these changes were made, and as a result, some trainers were invited to participate in an EX Raid Battle at a gym they may not have visited in several months. If you guys didn't see on Trainer Tips channel, CND, the other YouTuber, received an invite for a gym that he never even battled a raid at, and what he did is interact with it by spinning the stop, getting the badge months ago. And I got so many freaking tweets yesterday about people being like, I got an EX Raid pass from freaking a gym that I never raided at, from a gym that I raided several months ago. Like, everyone was confused on Twitter. Everyone was like mind blown because this EX Raid system has been broken, very broken the past couple weeks, and for this to happen on top of everything, everyone was just kind of like fed up. We're like, all right, now what the hell? And Niantic saw that, they saw the frustration, and thank God they responded. But that is what happens if you guys got an EX Raid pass that you didn't deserve, you don't think you should have had. This is why. This bug has already been resolved, which is great to hear, and future invites will better represent how the update invitation process is intended to function. Most importantly, trainers will only receive an invitation if they completed a raid battle at that gym recently. So, the bug was fixed, that is all gone, and it's looking like they're probably, hopefully, freaking implementing the good changes this time that they announced months ago when I was in New York. That never happened. We've also made a couple changes that will impact the invitation process. First, we've made changes to the ways gyms are selected. While EX Raid battles will continue to take place in parks and at sponsored locations, which confirms that, the number of gyms that meet the necessary criteria for an EX Raid battle will increase, which means more EX Raid battles, which is fantastic. Additionally, the average number of trainers invited per gym will also rise, as we've made a few tweaks to the way they are selected. Thanks to these two changes, more trainers will have the opportunity to engage engage with the EX Raid Battle feature. And that second thing that they said, allowing more people from a gym to participate in an EX Raid, I can't tell you how many tweets and stories personally from friends and people that I know who've done EX Raids where someone at the same gym at the same time did a raid battle with them, and that person got an EX Raid pass, and my friend or someone else who did that exact same raid did it. So they're expanding that so that more people get that raid pass, which is fantastic because it just seemed a little bit unfair for some people who did the same raid. And I guess it's all chance, and it made sense algorithm wise, but like it wasn't cool. So they're fixing that, which is great. The quality of EX Raid battles at these locations should also improve. To start, trainers with a higher level gym badge are now even more likely to receive an invitation for an EX Raid battle at that location. This is something that was announced and should have been implemented 2 months ago, 3 months ago, but never was, and it's looking like they're hopefully revisiting it and actually putting it in the game this time. Similarly, trainers who complete more raid battles at any location the week before an EX Raid battle invitation is sent will now have a greater chance of being selected. So there that is, officially. If you guys, within the past week, it is within the past 7 days, if you guys have completed an EX Raid or have completed a raid or more raid battles at that specific location 1 week in advance, you are more likely to get that EX Raid pass. So they gave us a timeline, which is big. They're finally giving us ironed out real details on the EX Raid system, and this is humongous because we need real details in the EX Raid system. We appreciate the feedback many of you shared over the past several weeks and apologize for any frustration the last batch of invitations may have caused. We're constantly monitoring feedback shared on various social media and support channels, so please continue to share your thoughts on your preferred channel as we continue to fine-tune this feature. So again, Niantic has realized that the EX Raid system is broken, it's not working right, and they know it. And they have announced it, and they told us right there exactly how it's supposed to work. Sponsored locations and parks are going to be spinning up the EX Raid passes, and they're making more gyms available for EX Raid invitations to be sent out, which is fantastic. More people at each raid will be getting that EX Raid invitation, and now hopefully the EX Raid will be working correctly when we talk about having gold badges and doing raids in that week prior. And there is that 7-day period, so now we do have an actual timeline of when you should be getting your raid done to get that EX Raid pass, assuming you know when the waves are supposed to come out. But that is big news right there. The EX Raid system has been officially, hopefully fixed, but it has been acknowledged by Niantic and they are working on it, which is fantastic. But there's that news. Give me your thoughts in the comments, guys. Did you receive an invitation that you probably should not have? Let me know down below. And definitely give me your thoughts on this EX Raid fix, because this is just as big news as this new Generation 3 wave coming out, because this has been something that people have been complaining about since the system came out, and it still has not been fixed. But I think they got it here. It's looking like they know what they're doing, and fingers freaking crossed, coming next week, we'll have a better, bigger, badder EX Raid system that makes sense so that we can have more Pokemon drop through the EX Raid system, man. We still need Mew and Celebi, and I know they're waiting for the EX Raid system to drop those guys. Well, that is the big news for today, though, when it comes to both the Generation 3 launch, which is going to be absolutely massive because, again, we get Rayquaza, we get Gen 3 in the freaking wild, we get new raid bosses, new eggs. It's going to be insane, an insane Valentine's Day update. They are doing it right here along with the 6-hour lure times, which is fantastic. Also, the EX Raid system, it's looking like they fixed it. But again, we're going to have to see because we have seen these changes implemented once before in the game and nothing happened and we got back to here. So hopefully we have a different story this time. But guys, that is going to be the news update video for today. Look at this from the news. Oh my gosh, dude, they're on point with the news. By the way, I just logged into Pokemon Go because we might as well go to streaks, right? Discover Rayquaza and more Pokemon originally from the Hoenn region. See details, and it gives you, wow, look at that. And you guys can read that on your own, but that's great. So the in-game news is working a lot better. Niantic, good job. And actually, that was a really, really smooth transition there, too. Also, on the nearby, nothing. We do have an Ekans here. This will be a streak. I'm not going to play Pokemon at all today because I've got a lot of Fortnite to do so that I can do the Pokemon Go update tomorrow so that I gotta catch this guy. We gotta get our streaks today so I don't miss out. Okay, well, GG there. Those are one-day streaks, and that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like. If you guys are hyped and freaking excited for this update, leave a like on the video. Also, give me all of your thoughts, comments, concerns, questions in the comment section below. Let me know what the one Pokemon you want to catch from Generation 3 from this new wave is, along with the EX Raid invitation that you probably shouldn't have. Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you guys in the next video where we catch probably Rayquaza, which I'm freaking excited for. Peace out.